about that?
Yeah, look, I think this is again back to this localization. So we had a graduation program this morning where we had the first two graduation cohorts, and as part of that exercise, we also decided to run an in-person careers program where we get various employers and come in and again allow the employers to pitch why their company is interesting, their commitment to this program, their commitment to the graduates of this program, then create an interactive jobs fair where they can go and talk to each other, and then off the back of that do a series of interviews. So the whole idea again is to try and make this holistic, inclusive, end-to-end, both for the employers and for the graduates. And again, the fact that we can do this here with our just next door in our new offices, and we have the facility to do so. I think it's a fantastic thing to do. And I've done this graduation program on various different ASEAN countries over the last number of weeks and months. And what I love about it is that while we do have a global program, we're not afraid to experiment at the edge and to localize where it makes sense, and whether that's around, our approach to onboarding partners, our approach to how we run the graduation program, our approach to connecting potential employers with graduates and so on. I think it's just a testament to that. And I think we really need to have a strong local partnership between all of our various teams from AWS as well as our partners.
Sounds fantastic. Now, swinging over to the side of the students from the program, I'm very excited to hear what you gentlemen have to say. Now, Christian and Claudio, you guys have your mics here. There you go. Can you tell us what led you to consider joining AWS Restart?
Thank you for that question.
Very prepared.
I'm an agricultural engineer. I graduated agricultural and biosystems engineering from UP and immediately passed the board exam after. But throughout my 3 years of work experience, I found myself more interested in tech, and specifically in software development in the cloud. So when I chanced upon the program, all I can think of was, is this really free? And everything else followed after that.
And for you?
For me, actually, I've been looking for something like this for the past 5 years or so. So when I saw it, I just had to take the opportunity and dive in face first. And so far, I think, compared to other programs, this is the only program that really offers a holistic approach that gives you all the skills you need in order to pivot into the IT industry from having zero skills. Basically takes you from 0 to hero, pretty much.
You guys come from two different journeys and two different start points, and they're both equally very interesting. So it also offers a clue as to the range of professionals that can benefit from the program. Now, for the both of you, how do you think the training benefited your careers right now? Christian, would you like to start, or Claudio? Anybody?
Yes, I think I'll start. As for me, I think it's given me a whole new range of opportunities. Previously, companies which didn't consider me for positions in IT are now kind of giving me a call and maybe checking me out for certain roles. And so basically, the Restart program as a whole has kind of put me in the best position to kind of make my transition into the IT industry. Whereas before, I was really, I was kind of struggling, trying to find the best way to break in. But now I think I'm in a much better position.
More options on the table. How about you, Christian?
I would like just to hear what God said. This program, I have a technical background, but I still lack that direct entry. So previously, when I was applying for tech jobs, I didn't get many replies. But after the training program, it got me landed on interviews, and right now I'm on my route of finally interviewed in a couple of companies. And I think it just reached to the lack of IT training.
that were encouraged. Thank you for your answers, Christian and Claudia. It's good to hear from the side of the students. Now, Ms. MR, as one of the participants in the job fair, now from the employer side, so what are some key positions? Can you give examples? Truly you fulfill?
Well, definitely the cloud engineer is a position that we have a lot of as we're getting more and more customers that we have to support. So some positions are a cloud engineer, and that's a great start because from there we have actually architect training programs even within StratPoint. So the Restart program, as I think they mentioned already, is that bridge. It gets you in, or that door, or maybe let's call it a portal. It's that portal to get you into the IT industry, into the cloud, and then at StratPoint will even elevate you in that journey, and you'll have a real career. Because actually, I think, right, Grace, that's what everyone wants. They don't just want a job; they want a career as well. And I think I usually when I talk to students in IT or any fresh graduates when I go to universities, I always say that IT is a great career. So I'm telling it from experience because I graduated from a degree in computer science. So the moment I graduated, I never left. And you can dream to become, let's say, like CEO, like me. And I also try to say, we include everyone so that more women, more girls should aspire to this profession. So yeah, that cloud engineer is one of them. And AWS has so many services in so many different specializations. Like if you're into AI, we also have careers in StratPoint as an AI engineer. If you're into big data, you want to be a data scientist, we also have that career track. So all of these are open to those people that we hire. So I think, so many possibilities, so exciting.
Talk about possibilities, Ms. MR. Do you think Filipino companies will need more professionals that specialize in the cloud and IT?
Yeah.
Think about that.
Yeah, it's true in the Philippines, it's true in the world, and we're just starting. I mean, frankly, right, everyone here will agree we have a lot of catching up to do, right? But you can look at it this way. For me, you don't have, I say it because the Philippines kind of is, has to catch up, right? In terms of, bridging the digital divide. And so there are programs like this. We can look at it as we catch up. But at the same time, for me, just because you're not the first mover doesn't mean that you cannot be the best mover. So, for example, Facebook, you remember, was not the first mover. Or at least for those of us who are old enough to know Friendster, or to remember Friendster or MySpace, right? Where are they, right? And so you don't have to be the first. So that's why I try to give hope to the Filipinos. Catching up, don't worry, we don't have to be first. We just have to be the best. And, when will we be the best? But we're not the best yet. Well, that possibility is always there and will only stop if you don't keep trying. So we'll just keep trying and going and catching up, and who knows, it might overtake everyone else. So with programs like this.
With programs like Edukasyon, with the help of that. Okay, thank you, Ms. MR. Now, Ms. Grace, for Edukasyon, how does cloud skills tie into your company's vision?
Yes, Edukasyon exists because we want to be part of the solution of our journey from education to employment. So providing training, providing learning, but stopping there, it is not the complete journey of our Filipino learners, right? So it really has to go all the way up to providing where they could start their career. So this partnership with AWS Restart is allowing Edukasyon to really be providing that kind of journey, that kind of support to our Filipinos. And just like what I mentioned earlier, it's not just about getting skilled, but are we also allowing our Filipinos to be more passionate? So just like what Ms. MR was mentioning, we just don't want a job. What makes us stick to something is because we're passionate about it. So like for instance, maybe it might be of like a stronger statement if I say it in Tagalog. So allow me to say this, pag mahal mo, handa kang paghirapan. right? So whatever comes in front of you, but because you're so passionate about this, you're gonna make sure you're continuously learning so that you're skilled in facing the challenges. So this is not just like a one-time type of training or like exposure to the real world. The real world will always tell you like there's new challenge. What's next? And what's next is deepen your passion, but together with passion, continually upskilling yourself. So that's the journey. So like for instance, the story of Christian, this is not his first stint to be in technology, but he learned that there's something more. So he opened himself to the opportunity of getting trained, and then now he's getting the opportunity, getting that kind of employment opportunity that he was not able to have access to in the earlier years. And that's the story of what Edukasyon would always want to share. We don't want it limited to just a few Filipinos. We want it for more Filipinos. And when there are more Filipinos having access to that, getting skilled, we're gonna get to a Philippines, a nation that's at its best. So yes, Edukasyon is all about guiding our Filipino learners from education to employment. But more importantly, we believe in joyful learning because with joy, there's passion and there's a continuous learning that you would want to do.
Thank you, Ms. Jade. I felt your passion.